Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you guys for being here. My name is Aluchi Chakwaneri, and I'm a sophomore computer science student at North Carolina A&T.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lance Davis, and I'm a sophomore computer engineering student.
My name is Trinity Green, and I'm a freshman business management student.
Good afternoon. My name is Jamira Anderson. I'm also a freshman business management student. And unfortunately, our colleague DeMarcus couldn't be here today due to some issues. But we are here to talk to you about connectivity. So this is Jose Silva. Jose is a sugarcane farmer here in Brazil, and like other farmers, he has been experiencing some connectivity issues. This hinders him from using his precision ag equipment to the full extent. Collectively, Brazilian farmers are experiencing a 20 to 25% sugarcane failure when planting sugarcane. So we came up with a three-part solution. First, John Deere should invest in this new technology called looms. They could do this by partnering with the loom company as well as Telefonica. Once this is done, they now have the means to improve Brazil's infrastructure drastically. This can benefit both John Deere because they will now be profiting off the money that's being left on the table from the failure rate of the sugarcane. This can also benefit the farmers because now that they're able to use their precision ag equipment more effectively, they will decrease the rate, which will increase their yield 10 to 12%. But what is connectivity? We define connectivity as an interconnected network that allows not only farmers, but individuals in any given area to utilize the internet, collect and share data, as well as receive information. Farmers depend on precision ag equipment to relay real-time data, as well as increase their yield and minimize their downtime. But without connectivity, none of this is possible. Therefore, we divided connectivity into two parts: internet access and machine-generated data. And together, farmers will be able to increase their yield and their extraction. So now that you know our solution, what is a loom and how can John Deere best utilize it? And I will be passing it on to Trinity to go more in depth in this question.
To answer this question, we believe that it is important for John Deere to improve its technology-based supply chain that supports its precision ag products by using looms. Loom is a balloon-powered internet used to provide internet access by connecting to local cellular devices. How it works is a wireless internet signal is transmitted up to the nearest balloon from the mobile network operator using a loom-provided ground station. Signals then relayed across the balloons and all devices can connect to the Wi-Fi. And a single balloon itself can serve thousands of subscribers. So when ensuring internet access, the Loon company always partners with the mobile network operators of each country. Loon has previously worked in Brazil with the mobile network Telefonica during a natural disaster and successfully provided internet access. We believe this would be a good opportunity for John Deere to take by having a contractual agreement with Loons and Telefonica and investing in the technology needed to bring reliable access to Brazil, because without it, farmers cannot get the full value of their precision ag investment. So looking at the map here, the green shaded areas is where there's increased connectivity, which is 4G, and the lighter shaded areas where the farmers are, there's little to no connectivity. Bringing in looms will improve these areas by increasing the connectivity to be the same as the 4G looms. So the benefits. Guaranteed outcomes of John Deere partnering with looms and Telefonica will be reliability because they will have consistent internet access, market penetration by expanding their customer base, and data will turn into information. Ways John Deere will generate revenue from this is when the sales of John Deere's products go up because the farmers will be able to use precision ag to its fullest potential. We suggest that John Deere provides connectivity services in the rural areas of Brazil free of charge for a limited time. I will now pass it on to Lance to further discuss the benefits.
So we all know that Brazil, the rural areas in Brazil need proper connectivity. How we will go about doing that is, like Trinity said, providing a free trial of connectivity to farmers. This will give them time to actually incorporate connectivity in their farming styles. It will give them the opportunity to actually start using precision ag for a free trial, and then once they start using it and seeing the benefits of it, then we can possibly start charging them for it. Now, one thing that we learned while here at John Deere is that you all already have a solution to this problem with connectivity in rural areas with your partnership with Tropico. However, we are saying that loons provide a solid public 4G connection, 4G LTE connection. We're saying that they are cheaper than your partnership with Tropico. And we're also saying that they have a greater range and they are easier to set up. So more details about these is that, as you see here, Tropico has a 30-kilometer range when it comes to reaching different areas on a farm with connectivity. It has a 4G LTE 250 megahertz frequency. This means that it's a private frequency, meaning that only people that have purchased it can use the service, meaning that just the farmers and their equipment can use it. And also, you need to purchase extra equipment along with this. So there are some different pieces that you have to attach to your precision ag to connect to this specific frequency, only because it's just, this type of technology is not found everywhere. However, for the loons, they have a 97-kilometer range. This is more than 3 times the range of the cell towers that Tropico has. Also, it's a 4G LTE 2.4 gigahertz frequency. This is the same frequency that your phone has, that your computer has. Anybody can use this public connection. It can spill over into the communities surrounding the farms in the rural area. And also, one of the major benefits is that along with being cheaper than the cell towers that Tropico installs, it requires no extra equipment, meaning that you have the loon and that's it. No extra purchases, no extra loopholes. So in all, this would actually increase John Deere's social impact. We can give farmers access to the internet and also other people around those farms in the rural areas access to the internet, such as the people that we met here in Brazil. So with this, John Deere can have the opportunity to be a face of increasing the robustness of the infrastructure of Brazil itself. So now that Mr. Silva has proper connection to the internet and he's able to use his precision agriculture, I'm now going to pass it to Lucci, who's going to further explain how he can make more revenue.
Thank you, Lance. So now we've seen the importance of connectivity, and we've talked about the possible gains that John Deere can have by moving from beyond the equipment and into the field. So now with that is that we received information from John Deere and we analyzed it and realized that 660 million tons of sugar is being produced by 400 mills. And then with that, we realized that 20 to 25% of the sugar that's being mechanically planted is failing for some unknown reason. And as you guys can see here, over 90% of Brazil is planting in a mechanized way with sugarcane. So that becomes a big issue. Yesterday, when we had the chance to visit some farmers, the farmers themselves that currently have decent connectivity as well as that are currently using precision ag technology said that they're currently experiencing this issue as well, but John Deere isn't doing anything to necessarily solve or figure out what's going on with the sugarcane that's currently dealing with some failures. So then we realized that what happens if we integrate the field data that tells us where the sugarcane planting is currently failing, and we use the equipment data that shows us how it's being planted in the first place, and we integrate those two things and analyze the data, not only will we understand where it's failing, but why it's failing. When we currently figure out why it's failing, we can prevent this failure, we can prevent this problem in the future. This is a big deal, because once we figure out why it's currently failing, we can create preventative systems that can now increase the current revenue. So, what that says is we can approximate that $1 billion is currently now being added to the sugarcane production. $1 billion coming from we're now gaining 43 million tons of sugarcane per year after we fix this problem. Now with that, right now, Brazil currently produces 45% of the world's sugarcane. After we fix this problem, just imagine the increase in the production of sugarcane that Brazil will currently have. That now equals into the building the infrastructure of Brazil and helping overall the entire nation of Brazil. So now, let's still go back to what we're currently recommending.